Hey everyone, Tiffany here. So I am driving, which means I'm probably not going to be looking in the direction of the camera, but I am driving through the streets of Tallahassee, where I went to Florida State not too long ago, just a few years. But I have a lot of thoughts going through my mind, so I thought I'd make a video, but do it the smart way and just hold the camera up and focus on driving. I guess something that I wanted to share with you guys was that coming up here always means so much to me. It's not just to see old friends and hang out where I used to go to college, but I was able to make some really cool, strong connections to some mentors of mine that have always been there. They were there for me throughout my college career, and I use them as guides of wisdom and knowledge, and they still are those people to me today. And I love to come up here and talk to them and gain new insights, as well as share with them, you know, some of the things that I'm up to currently, and get their feedback and get their advice on some of the ways I can approach things that I'm doing. And it's just completely fulfilling and rewarding to have those connections, to take the time to build those connections first and foremost, but to continue them on. You know, we meet people all the time, and we meet so many people, and then on other times we don't meet anyone at all. And we don't really take the time to connect and build solid relationships that really have a chance to impact your life and things that you're doing. So for me to still, 4 years later, 3 years since I've graduated, 3 years later, to come back and have something to come back to and people to come back to is really amazing, because I know people who literally only come up here for football games or, to do some Florida State activity, but to come here with like a mission and a purpose, and people who are still there to support and guide you, I just think is really cool. And you can do that kind of wherever you are. But I had another story. So I could have stayed in South Florida this weekend because I had some opportunities to make some money. And I was really trying to decide, do I just stay and, continue forward, make this money, make it count, whatever. Or do I go up here and do what's a part of my mission, what's a part of my purpose? And my main purpose was to come and talk to several people who are interested in continuing an organization that I started here at Florida State called Cause for Unity Coalition. And the organization has had its ups and downs over the years and since I founded it, and especially when I left, because, I kind of created the infrastructure and it was wrapped around me. So I didn't think super long term to know what it was going to look like years later, and to create a structure and a transitional leadership ability for the organization to have. And so it has had its up and down since I've left. And so I came up here to kind of see if they would be interested, because, they have shown interest, but to do some leadership building and leadership training on the organization and what it would take for them to continue to make Cause for Unity flourish on the Florida State campus. And it was just an absolute amazing experience for me, intrinsically, even on a selfish level. It was really neat to be able to speak to these students. They're 20. I mean, I'm only 25. I'm not that far removed, but I feel like a lifetime removed from being 20 years old. And just to be able to talk to them, get an idea of what they wanted, where they are in their lives, their vision, their purpose on campus, and to hopefully motivate and inspire them to do whatever it is that they're doing, and how they can create change within the Cause for Unity organization even. And I talked to them for 7 hours. So you think my videos are long and that I can go on in a rant, but they listened to me for 7 whole hours, and it was a tester for me as someone who is working on my public speaking ability and doing trainings and the whole thing, to be able to talk to them for that period of time and not have them bored or mostly bored or not interested in what it is that I had to say. So it was really cool to be able to do that with them and share some of my insight and some of my past with them and what I created, and see what their visions are for the future when it comes to Cause for Unity. So, with all that being said, and I'm going the wrong way on the highway. It was just an overall super cool experience for me, and I'm happy that I chose that over making a couple $100, if that, to not have that experience under my belt and a moment to impact someone else. So that was really cool, and I'm just happy that when I come up here, there's just always so many opportunities for me to connect with people, to relate to them, to have shared wisdom, all of the above things that I do. I feel like when I get in this creative space, like Tallahassee is my really creative space because it's where I started creating. It's where I created my first baby, my first organization. And so there's like a spirit light up here that I tap into every time I come, and it's just so rewarding. And I keep saying that over and over again probably, but that's all. I just wanted to share with you what I've been doing for the past couple of days, being up here in Tallahassee at Florida State, and some of the cool experience that I get to share along the way. So that's it. I guess the moral, to wrap this up and give you something to go off of, make your relationships count. Really make them count. Take a moment to build solid, strong relationships with people that you meet along the way, because you never know how they can impact you in a positive way. Not everyone is out to get you or out to take something from you. There are really people that are genuine, who have your best intentions in mind. And so don't throw those relationships away, and don't overlook them. Seek them. And when you find that person that could be that insight for you, hold on to them and nurture the relationship like any other relationship that you would do. So that's it. I hope you guys are feeling great, doing great. Stay happy. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.